the incredible, amazing Danielle Rose Russell, one of my dearest and most loved, closest friends, who I'm going to have join us here so we can do a nice little Q&A, answer some questions that you guys sent in about just us and about the merch. And we have a limited amount of time, so I tried to pick but obviously we won't get to all of them, but thank you for being here. I'm so glad to see all of you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try this, bear with me, to add, here it is, Danielle. Let's see. I think she should be joining us soon. There she is, right on cue.
It works, yeah.
It works. I'm so glad. I like every single time I do one of these, I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. I haven't done an Instagram live in maybe years. So
Really?
yeah.
I feel so honored. Thanks for doing it.
Oh my God, of course.
I miss you.
I know, I miss you too. I was thinking about you today. I was like, I can't believe it's been a few weeks, and I'm like, oh,
I know, it's just too long.
I know.
I know. For those of you who don't know, Danielle stays with me when we do conventions here in Atlanta, and it's the best time ever. We never have enough time together.
No, I know.
But never. Okay, great. So I'm just going to get into it. We got a lot of questions. I tried to just pick a few, and yeah, let's answer some of them.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first one is, what's our favorite Hope and Freya scene?
Oh, I liked when you came over to Legacies.
Yeah,
it was so fun.
the reunions.
I know, and she became our reunion episode was fun.
Yeah, that was always good because it was always a real reunion for us. It was like actually a reunion. Yeah. I also really loved the I can't remember what episode it was in the originals, but I feel like we had like an episode that was a lot, like really heavy, you and me. We were like shooting in the forest, and we took that like picture where we're laughing together.
Yes.
And I was like teaching you spells, and you're trying to bleed, and then you, I don't know. I remember really liking that though.
Yeah, you popped over a few times throughout the years.
Yeah. We really just need a Freya and Hope series at this point.
I know, right?
I feel like Freya could have been a teacher on Legacies, like teacher of spells.
That's so true.
Right?
Listen, you were booked and busy, so
I guess at that time that was true. That time it was true. Okay, great. We loved every Hope and Freya scene.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I was actually interested in this too. Oh, sorry. And the person who asked that was Charlotte_Spike.x, which I wonder if that's a reference to Buffy. But anyway, next person is Lainey Tapia. Sorry, I'm going to like butcher all of your guys' names. I'm really, really sorry. But they were curious, what was your favorite villain or monster to fight on Legacies? And I was curious too, because you guys had way more creatures than we had.
Yeah. I answered this question recently. It was like the Night Hag, which was like a dream demon, was really fun. I really liked that episode. The Night Hag.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah, I know.
You guys got a lot of fun ones. We had like, I'm trying to think. We had like more like not creature, more like they were like people. You know, like Aunt Dahlia and the Hollow. Although the Hollow was a little fantastical. I don't know. Yeah,
it was kind of like a concept.
Yeah.
A situation. Yeah.
It was a concept. Yeah. What have you. Okay, cool. Excellent. Okay. Covey's or Orchid? There we go. Covey's Orchid asks, do we feel like an aunt-niece duo in real life? And I think yes. I say it all the time.
I do too, but we're like, I feel like I don't know, we're not that far apart in age. So I feel like it's not
sweet of you to say, Danielle. For
we're
those of you
not
who
that
don't know,
far.
we're 10 years apart.
That's
That's a
not
big
like
difference.
enough to be like an aunt, niece. Like, well, I mean, I guess it is in some circumstances,
It
but
is.
maybe more like
Yeah.
sister situation. But
We do
yeah,
have
general
very
vibe.
sister vibe. We
Yeah.
do have very sister vibe. I'm very protective of you.
I
Like I feel like that
know.
older presence a little bit, so I'm like very protective of you, which gives me a little bit of that aunt vibe, but
Yes.
also sister vibe.
You give me a lot of good advice.
Well, that's good.
Lots of good
That's
advice.
good.
So yeah.
You just blow me away because I forget that you're 10 years younger than me every time I'm
I
with
know.
you. Like I know you hear that a lot, but you're so beyond your years. You know that.
Thanks.
We give each other advice. We're
Yes.
very similar, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we are very
Similar
similar.
things. Yeah.
I know.
Cute. Cute. We're so cute. Okay. Next question is from AEPDANYS. That's all. App Danny's, something like that. Wants to know what our dream roles would be for acting.
You go first. I'm curious.
So I always love whatever role comes my way because all of them have been such a experience. So I'm not like too picky that way. But there's two things that I feel like I would really love to do at some point in my career. One, some sort of like badass action film, and I mean like Kill Bill style. I would love to do that.
Yeah, no, you'd be really good in that. You'd be
stunts, and I really, really want to do that. Any kind of though action film at some point would be a dream role. And then the second would probably be anything surrounding music. Like especially if it was like a period piece like in the 70s or something like that. I love music so much. Almost Famous is probably one of my favorite, or if not my favorite movie of all time. And so and it's kind of based around like true stories. And I would thrive there. That would be the dream.
I could totally see that. Like it's giving 1970s music era. Yeah.
That would be
It's a good
That would be sweet.
answer. I don't feel like I have any specifics. Like it's like again one of those things that whatever comes my way. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
It's like I've been recently feeling like I really want to be in the indie space. I really like the indie space, and whatever that looks like, I'm good with. But there's something about it.
Perfect answer. I feel like that indie vibe is its own vibe and its own thing.
It is.
I feel like especially after years of doing fantasy, which is so fun and has so many like amazing parts about it, we also crave like something really real, like real life
and grounded.
Raw.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, like in something like indie horror would even be fun, but just like regular anything.
Totally.
Honestly, anything.
Totally.
Yeah.
I just saw someone said Marvel. We're both available for Marvel today. So we would both love to join Marvel.
Yesterday.
We could be something together on Marvel. What would we be? I don't know.
Some sort of. We could play sisters.
Yes. Superhero sisters.
For some sort of superhero sisters. Yeah. I feel like I've auditioned for Marvel a lot in my life, and I'm like, I don't like. I'm always dancing around it. You know what I mean?
I feel like though, like you're still so young. You have like I feel like I know not all, but most Marvel characters are a little bit older. So I feel like you have plenty of time to get into that universe.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll take Marvel too. Okay. Great. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh yeah. Okay. I'll answer this as well, but this question was directed for you, Danielle, from Aiden_Alberton. He wanted to know, when did you know you wanted to be an actress? And I feel like I've heard you answer this before, but for some reason I couldn't remember, and so I was curious myself.
Yeah, I want to hear your answer too. I knew I wanted to be an actress probably when I was on the set of my first film, which wasn't how I became an actress, but when I was like on set, I realized I was like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm in this.
This
Like,
is
this is
the
it.
life.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
How did
I
you get
was,
into that first role though? Like what started you? Did your parents get you in? Because I knew you were pretty young,
yeah,
right?
I was young. My mom, but I had been auditioning and I had like a manager and some agents and I had been doing the thing, but I didn't feel like I was so young, didn't really register what was
Sure.
happening. And you haven't like really worked in film, you don't really know what that's like. You're just kind of like, okay. And then you do, and then it's just
There you are. Oh my God. Something just happened. I'm so, so sorry. I'm sure they all heard your answer. I have, you
what?
know, when you limit how much social media time you can have in a
Yeah.
day? I limited
Oh,
mine and mine just went off and cut me off. And so I came back and I couldn't hear you. And okay, but I'm sure everyone else heard you. I'm really sorry about that.
I think you were there the whole time
Oh,
for
good.
me, unless you were just frozen. But
Okay,
I
good.
think it was fine. Yeah, yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good. Good. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically my answer.
Okay. Amazing. I had something different but similar in the sense I didn't always know I wanted to be an actor. Like I was going to college to be a structural engineer and was a month away. I had my roommate and everything. I was playing softball. I was really into architecture. And I went to like the most random back in the day. It wasn't Instagram. It was like on the radio while I was driving my Jeep. I heard like a casting call and I went to it and I ended up moving to LA at 18. I didn't know anyone.
I didn't know this
And
part.
yeah, I know. It's really wild. I dropped everything. I had like scholarships and stuff to go play, like a completely different life plan.
That's
And I just
insane.
dropped it all and moved to LA and was like, I'm gonna give myself a year. And if anything happens in a year that like lets me know I'm in the right place, then I'll stay. And if not, I'll go back to school. And I started off modeling, which was fine. It like opened a lot of doors for me. I started like commercials and stuff, but it wasn't until I took my first acting class, which actually the owner of my modeling agency suggested. You know, she was like, you get a lot of callbacks for like acting jobs, like commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take an acting class. And it was with John Homa in North Hollywood. And it was that I feel like that was the moment similarly where I was like, oh, I want to do this the rest of my life. Like
Yeah.
even if I make no money or like I'm just like struggling out here in LA and like I don't like this is what I want to do.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
a kind of amazing. You were driving down and you heard
Yeah.
this casting and like that's pretty incredible actually. That's much more feels a little more like fate than my story.
Well, I think they're
It feels
both
like meant to
fate.
be
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think they're
thing.
definitely both meant to be. I think,
Yeah.
wherever you are is because you're supposed to
Yeah.
be there. And like so many heartbreaks that make sense now, like even in the modeling industry, I remember going to New York and like, I wasn't this enough or that enough or whatever. And then being like kind of pushed in the direction of like, no, like you're supposed to go in this direction. So it all makes sense in retrospect.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, so
I love
crazy.
that. Wow.
Yeah. Here we are.
Here we
Here we
are
are.
doing the thing.
Doing the thing that we wanted to do.
I know.
How great. Um, okay. This next question, I like to always have like at least one like kind of mental health question when we're talking about things. And K Barb Photos wants to know what our favorite method for calming down anxiety is when it comes to like a big job interview or an audition. Like, do we
Okay.
have anything that we do to calm the nerves?
Oh. I mean, yes, but does it work? Not really.
I
I
was
feel like
But I was gonna say that too, that like I hope people know, I think we recently talked about this,
we did.
Danielle, that like the nerves have never gone away.
No.
So like no matter what, when we're doing an audition or a callback or like anything along those lines, like I physically start shaking.
No, I do too. I shake, I sweat,
Yes, I
like it's
sweat
yeah. No, it doesn't.
profusely actually.
It's just like it doesn't get any
No.
easier, I feel like. And I don't know, I feel like maybe if you're at like a certain status, maybe it does, where you're like, okay,
You can pick and choose
picking
a
the
little.
jobs and yeah. But no, it doesn't. I mean, deep breathing, I guess,
Yeah.
but like that doesn't really work, to be honest.
I try to do the deep breathing as well.
Yeah.
And Mike always tries to remind me, which I do feel like this helps a little bit, which is like, I've had multiple people actually say this in my life, which is like, again, going back to that, if it's meant to be, it's already yours.
Yeah.
And like, it's so hard in the moment, especially when you want something really bad. And like, you know, just performing in general in front of people, even if though we do it as a professionally, the hard part of our job is that part.
The job. Yeah.
Is getting the job.
Yes.
Exactly. So it's still nerve wracking, but I try to remind myself, if I were to give advice, just that like, whether it's a job or, you know, an audition or anything in your life that you're nervous for, if it's, I really do believe if it's meant to be, it's kind of already yours. So just like have solace in that, you know?
I love that. It is important to remember. It's sort of the like trust, like the universe, whatever comes.
Trust, the process.
Yeah, trust the process, trust yourself.
Yes.
You know, because like especially with what we do, you're either right for something or you're not. Like you're the character or you're not. And it's like doesn't matter how good you are, how talented you are, what like if you're the character, it's done kind of thing. So you just have to trust the process.
100%. And I think that's probably true in like life in general, you know, even outside of acting, just a good thing to remember. We're all on the path that we're supposed to kind of be on, even if it feels scary in the moment.
Yeah.
Which it still does for us people. It still does. We get very nervous. And the sweating, I'm glad you said that. I will like profusely sweat. I'll have the like AC running, whatever, and just be like, and then I'll say something really odd that I never say. I think in an audition recently, it was like a callback. I said, they said something like, "Oh, that was good," and I said, "Totally," and I'm like, I don't.
That's not that weird. No,
it's not that weird, but for me, it's weird. I'm like, did I just say totally?
I know.
Like I don't normally say
that. Or I was like, I was too this, or I was too that. But again, it's like it just you can get so here that it's like it impedes all the self-talk impedes you doing the thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. So. I know. It's so funny. It's just I would think after so many years that I wouldn't, but it's just part of it.
It is. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how much time we have. Yeah, we're actually on schedule. Okay. So I actually love this question just because I am curious. Zaya Brianna asked, what should she get from Taco Bell? And I just wanted to know what your Taco Bell order is because mine is cheesy gordito crunch every single time. I haven't had it in a long time, but I was curious if you have one. If you don't for Taco Bell, do you have one for a different fast food?
So I've never been to Taco Bell. I know. Never.
Oh my God.
I know. I didn't eat meat for years.
Oh, that's right. That makes total sense. That would be the last place you would go.
And my mom once got food poisoning from Taco Bell. Yeah. So I was like banned in my life.
It happens often, probably for the best. No need to go. Yeah. Is there a fast food place if you're gonna do one? Do you have one? Not really?
I do I'm like I don't do fast food. Like I can't. It's not my vibe.
I mean, that's how it should be. I still sneak in a McDonald's number 11 with a Dr. Pepper. But not often.
It's a good question though. It's a good question.
One time in your life, I may just like some of the comments are saying, I may have to, when you're visiting, just take you like to one place for one thing for just one time in your life.
Okay.
We'll have to discuss which one that is and which one's going to be it if I had to choose one fast food meal.
Yeah. I'd be curious to try what the we'll talk.
We'll figure that out. And then lastly, before I move on to some of the merch questions, what is on your phone wallpaper right now?
I have some flowers as like one of the ones, and then my little pup on the other one.
I was
The little
hoping you
babes.
were gonna say your fur
Mm,
baby because
but-
that's who's on mine.
Yeah,
Not my husband,
husband,
my
yeah.
cat.
Poor Mike.
Quentin Galantino is his name, by the way. Someone did ask. Oh wait, who asked the wallpaper? It was Fru _13. But someone else also asked what my
Good
cat's name
question.
was, and it's Quentin Galantino, and he is my wallpaper.
He's
Yeah.
a worthy wallpaper model.
Right?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, I have also my best friend Hannah gave me a like painted portrait of him in a like old like I'm blanking right now what the style would be called. It's like an old
It's in like a
war.
bathroom, right?
Yeah, it's in the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like a sword and
I
it's
know, I
very
know.
distinguished. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my most treasured piece.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, I know that was only, so many questions that we could fit in, but I did want to get in some merch questions as well before we end things. What is our favorite piece from our collection? Oh, and I am wearing it. I know I get kind of cut off, but here's our Always and Forever Club. Danielle has it on too, and you can see our signatures on the
Yes.
sleeve, which is super cute. What's your favorite piece from our collab?
I really like the sweat set. Like this with the sweats is really cute.
Yeah.
But our little hoodie is so pretty.
I'm
I'm
so excited for the
obsessed.
hoodie.
I know, I'm so obsessed. I haven't seen it yet in person.
We haven't gotten ours yet either, guys.
Mhm.
It's going to come very soon, so we should be able to see it very soon. But it's one of our favorite designs. I'm so excited about the color, and it's really cute. I'm excited about the hoodie too.
It's super cute.
I also really like the original witch stuff, which has like the moons down the spine. I've always wanted to do a witch thing for Freya, so I also like that, and I'm excited to see that.
Your merch is very cute. Like just Love Coven in general. Like it's also cute. I have all of
ours is my
stuff.
favorite, but I had to put on a couple of
But I like all of Riley's stuff and I sport it all the time. It's so cute. I actually got a compliment on it recently out in the
Did you?
Yeah, and somebody was like, "I love your sweat set," and I was like, "Thank you." And I wanted to tell you about it because, oh God, where was I? I was somewhere like totally random. But yeah,
That makes me so happy. We do genuinely love our stuff, guys, and genuinely wear it all the time. So we hope you love it as much as we do. And we're so grateful. Everyone seems to be loving it. And we're so excited because we're all part of the club now, the Always and Forever Club. Okay, we got 5 minutes. Let me see. Okay, yeah. I'll do a couple quick more questions and then I'll just do a run through with some of the info about the merch. So the last couple questions, we got one from one of our favorite girls, Lynn.
Yay, Lynn.
Yay, Lynn. She wanted to know what we want people, or what would we want someone to feel the moment they open their merch package?
Well, joy.
Yes.
Obviously. But it's like
so much joy.
So much joy. It's like the dopamine rush you get when you buy something and then it comes to your house and it's so beautiful and you're like, oh, yeah,
Here
I don't
it
know,
is. I have a problem
sentimental
with that.
as well. So it was made with love. So
much love. I hope they feel love when they open it. And there's kind of like a question that kind of goes with that, which is from AJAM73013. What inspired the creation of the collection? And I think, it's easy to say like, A, our bond, we wanted to do something together.
Yes.
And B, like our love for the fans and this like kind of always and forever community that has been created, which is just this, it's a total love club.
It is so much love.
So much love. And we love representing that, and we love representing you guys and just being close to you guys. So that's kind of what inspired it. And then Leah NQS asked, how does it feel turning fan love into wearable merch, which is pretty much what we just talked about. It feels really nice.
Yeah.
I love feels like you can wear that love everywhere when you're wearing.
It was really fun to do with you too, because it was like it's your company and it's your thing, and I just got to, you know, dip my toe in the whole
It was
thing of it. I
my
don't even know what to say, but yeah.
it was my favorite so far, is just working with
Mhm.
you on it
Mhm.
and creating this together and doing the photo shoot together.
Oh, it was
That was
so
so
fun.
fun.
So fun. I
And
love that.
I just loved every part of it. And I hope we
Yeah,
can do it again,
we will.
do something
So,
again in the future.
yes.
Um, okay, guys. So we also got a lot of questions about where we ship to. And we do ship worldwide. There's like a very limited amount of places that we don't ship to. It's very, very limited. So for orders outside of the US, I just want to make sure that you guys are using our international site, which is eu.lovecovenco.com instead of just lovecovenco.com. Just make sure you have that EU dot in front of it, and it will take you through the process. And when you check out, you'll see if we ship to you, which we most likely do, because we ship to almost like 99% of the world. Also, a lot of you asked when shipping will start at the end of this month. And the Eternal Rogue asked if we do merch for guys. And I'm like, this is totally, guys can
Oh
totally
yeah,
wear this. It's
it's
unisex, right?
totally, yeah. Anybody
We
can wear
both
it.
got we both got hoodies for our husbands to
Yes.
rock. Yes. So, or sorry,
Yes.
boyfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all unisex. So all of our whole collection, the whole collection is unisex. The only thing that is in a woman's cut is the pink My Girl t-shirt. Everything else is unisex. So guys can totally rock it, and we hope you guys do.
Yes.
And everything runs true to size. And then a few people asked if it was exclusive, which it is. So just as a reminder to everyone, this is the only time we'll be making this exact merch. So the sale ends tomorrow at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you want a piece of our collection, make sure you order today or tomorrow at the latest, because once it's gone, it's gone. We're not doing it again. So it is exclusive. And again, that's at lovecovenco.com. And if you're outside the US, it's eu.lovecovenco.com. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for doing this. We hope you guys love it as much as we did. Thanks,
Yes.
Danielle.
It's so
I love you. I
fun.
miss you.
I
Come
know.
see
I
me
love you
soon.
too. Mwah.
Yes. Thank you so much. And thanks to all of you guys who joined, and not just the live, but the Love Coven and ordered. And we're so excited to see it on you. So make sure you tag us when you wear it, because we love to repost you guys.
Yay.
Yay. I think that's it.
Yay.
Love you.
Oh,
See
I
you
love you
soon.
too. Okay.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys.